I love Liberian food. I love it. At first, I was very like, okay, like I didn't really know what to expect with it. But basically, Liberian food is rice with these different soups that they make. And when I say soup, they mean soup, but for us, it's more like a stew. These different stews, and they just put that on top of their rice and they eat it. Some of my favorites that they had where they had potato greens, fried potato greens, and it's literally sweet potato leaves that they grow there, and they just chop up these leaves and they just fry it in oil, and they put in some different spices inside, or fish, chicken, and then they have rice, and you just put the stew on top of the rice and you just eat it. Very spicy food, very, very spicy. Like when I came back home, my family, they're like, oh my gosh, this is so spicy, this is so hot. Like if they're at Cafe Rio and it's like the mild, and I just eat it and it's like, so. They call their pepper pepe, and I have no idea what kind of pepper it is, but it is this small little bugger that is so extremely hot. Like your mouth is on fire afterward, and you're just, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die. But you learn to just get used to it. They have fried potato greens. They have cassava leaf, it's kind of like a potato, but then they have like the leaves of it. It looks like marijuana, honestly, in my opinion. It looks like it, but it's not, I promise. Just the leaves are very similar. And then they have something that's called palm butter, which was my favorite. And they're so smart how they can do this. And they've done this for hundreds of years. And it's just such rich, culture of cooking. They take palm kernels from palm trees, and they're these little orange nuts. They boil them, and then they pound them with a pestle and mortar, and it's hard work. And they get the skin off of the nut, and then they soak the nut, the skin in water, and then they drain it, so it's like this red oil flavoring that comes out, and they cook it in a pot with these different spices again. Oh my gosh, so good. Oh, I miss it. I miss one right now. But that's kind of what Liberia was: rice and spicy stews. A lot of fish. And then in Ghana didn't have much of a variety of food, in my opinion. It wasn't as spicy as Liberian food at all. Sure, you can look up at the Ghana missionaries with their kind of food, but very the same food, fufu, which is like this Play-Doh mashed potato kind of thing. That's a mix of cassava, which is like a potato, and a plantain, which is a sweeter, bigger version of a banana. They boil that to get it soft, and then they pound it, and it literally looks like Play-Doh, kind of like gray Play-Doh. And they take it, and then they dip it in a soup, and they swallow it whole. And I couldn't swallow it. I have like gag reflex or something, but I just couldn't do it. But they have other hand foods. They like to eat with their hands a lot. They call their hand their African spoon, because it's SPOON. So it's their African spoon, or their fork, FORK, their African fork. And so that was kind of a culture thing that I was like, oh, okay, I get to eat with my hands. I'm okay with that. A lot of fond memories with eating and helping cook food there.